Was it goblins or boglins? I couldn't tell. But something happened on the Triboar Trail. Giants and dragons are corrupting us all. If we don't get help, we will all go to hell. Did you hear the news out of Wayback Cave? A big holder tried to make us their slaves. My players trying to control our brains. I just woke up and the village was razed. We need the stronghold to protect us for the night. We need the stronghold to help us with this fight. We need the stronghold. We need the stronghold to go searching through the game. We need the stronghold. We need the stronghold. It's been a week since we saw Dave. A mighty group of adventurers. They're savage as hell, but they may be mad enough to get us through this spell. When they are together, they are the stronghold. We are the stronghold. We are the stronghold. We're here to show you the way. We are the stronghold. We are the stronghold. We might just have to save the day. We're just a group of heroes, yeah. We're big and we're small. We may not be the best in town, but we answer the call. When we are together, we are the stronghold.
And going live.
That would be. We just came up with a
Friendly
really
competition.
good idea, but it was off camera. Okay, cool. Tight. And it's called Only Faerunes. So, welcome everybody to Stronghold. We're gonna do the Eye of the Allfather tonight. We're super duper psyched. As always, I just want to do the obligatory. You've got a donate button in the bottom right-hand corner. If you're on here for just a second, if you feel it in your heart, hit that charity stream for 988 suicide and mental health awareness. There's an assortment of folks on the other end of the lines for these texts or calls that can help you through just about anything. And there's tons of different specialized counselors. So I'll hit that up when I can. There's all sorts of emojis on the screen. There we go. Nice. Let's see. We're have a thing going with Behold Miniatures. If you're on Instagram and we'll look at Behold Miniatures, they have these amazing art of minis from Wizards of the Coast and anything that's in the DM's guide or the monster manual. And if you click on this link that we'll post in here eventually, 20% off, which is huge. So go in there. Oh, there they are. Behold Miniatures. They're over there. Is that where we're at? Yeah. Or over there. They're way down there. Anyways, click on the link that we'll post in here soon and go check out their Etsy. They're pretty awesome crew. Next up, and I'm going to reopen this up for tomorrow when I'm not running like 13 streams. Look at this! Well, can we get the
Holy shit.
This is my boy's Kickstarter right here, and I haven't even opened it. This is Tori's Kickstarter for network the quickening. And when you do this and you bring this down, it says the quickening under there. That's super tight. So I'm gonna see what's in here. We got. I think this is some comics and stuff like that. Let's see.
I think we know a guy.
I wonder if I want to open this now or do I want to wait when I don't, so I don't bend it. You know what I mean? Because it's like a first edition.
Go ahead, open it. Go ahead, open it. I'll send another one.
New book smells. There we go. Look at this art.
Oh my god, the
Holy
color.
cow.
Kidding me. Oh man,
That is gorgeous.
we're gonna dig into this. Let's keep going. I want to see what other kind of toys we got here. This is fantastic. I'll get this up. I'm gonna set this behind me over here too. All right, so we can get some words out about our fellow creators.
I'm gonna get one so I could put it with my other first editions that I collect. Put it right next to some
hard
classics.
copy. What? God dang it, dude! This is so awesome. All I'm seeing is Celestials, solars, planetars. Oh, I'm actually made my voice kind of pickle a little bit. I get emotional when I see things like this. But Tori, absolute talent. And there we go. Ooh, here we go.
That's a great packaging
We
too.
got another surprise in here. One more surprise. Here we go. I'm gonna open it up carefully.
It's a blood
Eventually we'll play
contract.
Dungeons and Dragons. But since you know what I mean, since we're here with our homies, we got to do this. I don't want to.
Comics have like a real strong tie to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah.
If you were a kid my age, which is not, most of us are dead now, but I'm just saying that when you read comics, like Dungeons and Dragons advertisements were always in the comics. So they sort of created this bond that they go hand in hand, and you can't have one without the other.
It's amazing to me to imagine you reading a comic while hiding from the saber-toothed tigers.
It was tough. It was tough. And that's why so many comics are rare now, because we had to use them for kindling.
Was that before or after the ice caps receded?
Look at that.
Know your history, man. Know your history. It was just after.
That's so sick.
Dude, that's awesome.
Bro. Man, he's got an eyeball coming out of his hand. Man. Dude, that's brilliant. Thank you.
If you weren't inspired enough as a DM, here we are.
Yeah.
See, this is the
Super
difference.
That looks like Becca.
This is Stronghold After Dark. That's what we should call this. Stronghold After Dark.
Super blessed to have you as a friend, Tori. This is awesome. I appreciate it, man.
Iron sharpens iron.
You're most welcome, man. You are most welcome. I really appreciate you believing in the project. That did a lot for me, to be honest. I don't know what screen I'm supposed to be looking at, to be completely honest with you. I'm looking at you. So, but it did a lot for me. Coming from where I come from, man, confidence wasn't so high. I had to fake it till I made it, and to see that thing was backed in the first night blew me away. I didn't believe.
Nobody with this level of artistic, just drawing talent.
Yeah.
And the words that go in there. Look at this.
It's
look at that. Oh man. And you're gonna be done with this stream. You're gonna be, you know what I mean, rich and famous. I don't know if they do. People that are rich, they have mimosas. I'm not even sure, but you're gonna be, you know what I mean, on your yacht, and I'm gonna be a thing of the past.
By this time next year, you can't afford him.
right.
I met Joe Manganiello and what is that? Gary Kahn.
Yeah.
In 23, and we sat and talked for hours, man. He's down to earth. I'm gonna be down to earth.
Yeah, but
I don't know how successful I'm gonna be, but if God bless me to be that way, oh yeah, man, I could see me being the same.
Well, I mean, nobody that can do all of that is not successful, in my opinion. So, man, we're blessed to have you.
When you come across something so nice in its presentation and so clean and it's visual, what you're seeing. The only doubt is if it's real, because so many things are too good to be true. And the best thing is with Tori's work is you find out quickly it's more real than you had anticipated. So that's awesome.
Yeah, if you guys are out there, look up Tori Q Hill on Instagram, TURI Q Hill, and then you can find your way to Network the Quickening and get in on this. That'd be fantastic. We also got we've got Charm with us playing Histifer, the artist formerly known as Histifer, now Saboteur, from Old World Charm, which is a stream that's multi-times this week. If you see Auntie Can that's out there as well, she plays with them. And just donated another $5 to someone who's on, helping folks out on 90 days. So thank you very much. And then we got DM Jeremy from Old Men Rolling Dice, the Voctair, all those cats. So super blessed to have you guys all together. This is our collaboration stream, and we got Stronghold Manu / Skylar / Blandina / Bork. The many characters of the stream, my OBS manager, and basically my technological Saviator, just taking care of all those things that would at least for me personally make my eyes pop out of my head. And if you check them out on Spotify, Stronghold on Spotify, you can find that awesome song. That is Skylar's voice, this guy over here, which is pretty tight. Okay, you guys
A
ready to play
message from the government of Canada.
Yeah. Nice, dude. Yes, and don't forget about Ryan from Canadian Dice out there as well. So where were we? Let's start out after this Yeti fight, and you guys just, I think, do we roll for it, Skylar? Are we rolling for it? You want to roll for the recap? Let's roll for it. Everybody roll a d20.
Oh God.
This is for inspiration.
Don't be me. Don't be
And
me,
I would
don't be me.
say this chapter of Storm King's Thunder is the chapter you want your inspiration for.
Oh, okay. Please.
All right.
Please.
Skylar, what'd you get?
I got a 12.
Okay. Charm, what'd you get?
11.
Jeremy.
A 14.
Tori.
15.
Wow, we were right there. Holy cow.
Who got
I
the
got-
11?
I got hedged out.
Who got the lowest?
Me.
All right.
Oh, that's me. All right.
So what had happened in the last
What had
segment?
happened? Travelers, we take our gaze to the stormy north, where the ordering is still underway. A word I don't know what it means, but it sounds like big trouble. Harshnag, the great frost giant, is our guide, leading from the back, like most leaders in the military do. And we have been
Fired. You can just stop there. No inspiration.
what? I mean, oh, so brave. Yes.
Uninspired.
So heroic. No,
Congratulations, uninspired.
Uninspired. The party has been reunited. Savathor, his good friends, these two badasses walk in like an 80s movie, slapping well-muscled, oiled arms together, and you son of a bitch this, you son of a bitch that. Suddenly we're all up and down the spine of the world, chasing after this Eye of the Allfather location. And I know nothing about it other than that it's a big deal to the Giants. It seems like almost like the Mecca for the Giants. Yeah, we basically Allahu Akbar'd some guys and made our way through the snow, fought a Knoll captain with Yeti. I don't know if they were minions or militia enlisted. Not really sure, but we whooped their ass. Mostly it was definitely our powerful big dudes and magic chick blasting, smashing. Savathor just kind of giving thumbs up, thumbs downs wherever he needed with bardic inspirations or changing fate here and there. And the best part was our good friend, the Torn King himself, was reunited with a kindred spirit in the form of an owlbear who has taken our side, because our side is the only side, the good side. All other sides must perish. The end.
Okay. Thank you. You're inspired.
Yes.
So the party inspiration for the recap, you own it, right? Because you did it, because you have to go through that. We throw you under the bus at the beginning, so you own it. You can pass it off to somebody, but it expires at the end of the session.
Cool.
If you have another inspiration, you get to keep that one as well. So I think someone got inspired last week for doing something that was kind of cinematic and cool. So that being said, from behind you, the Knolls are dead, right? The Memphis were dead, and you guys pressed on. Harshnag was able to find a cut behind, like a frozen waterfall. You then saw the cool, Lonely Mountain staircase kind of situation inside this glacier, where you're able to walk up giant-sized blocks of, cut out of the wall. And in one of the curves, Harshnag finds a spot, and he kind of tucks in, unrolls a giant-sized sleeping bag, and and begins to and if you haven't leveled yourself up, if you this is one of the shame on you for not reading the Discord. If you have not leveled yourself up to level 7, and I know because I look at your character sheets, because I'm a good, I'm a benevolent DM. I'll give you the time to, as I'd say, like, you were level 6. You guys fought in the green fields. You fought some in Ulvin, I think you did. You fought some hill giants, and you honed your skills there. You moved all the way to the north to the Mithril Hall to link up with your party, and through your experience, you realized that you were able to do some extra things, or maybe get some extra strength from a swing there or whatever. So both both Vokath and Torn King, you are now level 7 with the rest of the party. So you can go in there, hit level up on your character sheet. But bottom line, you can sit around this campfire right now as we play Dungeons and Dragons. And I like to feel like we're sitting at the table right now, eating popcorn. So plainly speak, for the people that are out there listening to our stream, if you haven't leveled up, you can be like, hey, should I take this thing? Or I don't think it's feats or anything. So you're just level 7. So some of you guys just gain about 8 hit points and you move on.
I leveled. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, tight. Cool.
I don't have an excuse. I just have a crying baby.
Yeah, no worries. So you can just, there's if you're in D&D and Beyond, there's a little settings wheel there, right? You'll just go into manage character. And then you go from level 6 on your first screen to level 7 and follow the blue, the blue icons. Hit next, you're done. Should take 30 seconds.
For barbarian,
and find yourself
absolutely
a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I think it's like 7th level is as actually ironically the easiest level, I think, to level up, because it's like the least abilities and no choices.
Just so you know, Pete leveled us up to we made level 8, but he leveled us up in the middle of a fight. He's so brutal. So he leveled us up out of spell slots, and Storvald, the Jarl Storvald with his 900-foot ship slashes into us. There's like 8 giants, and I'm like, cool, I have 8 more hit points. Yay.
You have to fight 8 giants?
It's gonna be brutal. And we are like the RP party. We're not built for meta. So let me know when you're leveled up. Ask any questions. You're kind of focusing. You guys are sitting around a campfire, assessing what's going on. You've got an owlbear that you rolled a pretty high persuasion on from your friend Savathor. But I would say the owlbear, because you jumped in on this thing, you ripped off. It had like this. Think of like a sea net wrapped all around its face, and you went in there. You tore that off, and you fought off some gnolls that had taken it captive, and it was like being freshly trained, so it looks rather wounded, and it needs some TLC, but it is definitely familiar with you, Tori. But I would say it's not at fighting capacity yet, right?
Can we say before the long rest begins, I'm going to hit the party with a prayer healing?
Yes, that's why I retroacted.
Can I include the owlbear in that?
Sure.
What does that do?
It heals. Let me see here. Oh, up to 6 creatures of my choice gain 2d8 plus my wisdom in hit points. It is a 10-minute cast, though. It's not something you do in battle, but it can be done like outside of combat and that. And it's pretty, yeah. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. All right.
On the same vein of having trust issues, I will just kind of play the Song of Rest, just in case this long rest is a short rest. It'll help us heal if we need that. So I am assuming it's a long rest, but I'll also play the song on my lute and the quiet tones that are probably muted from the snowfall, but just kind of a more close fireside camping experience of some sweet flamenco guitar.
Harshnag jumps in with a long, like, lute made of like what is it, knucklehead scrimshaw? You know what I mean? And
just a didgeridoo.
It's like a bassoon, right? But this thing's like a a small flute, and he kind of lightly tones in with you. It's not very good, but like it just keeps tone in and kind of minds his own business. And I would say, just for the sake of getting things kicked off, you've got a gigantic creature there that is the Google of giants. All right, so like, if you don't know what the ordning means, is there's your giant. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, ask these questions. So he's sitting there, and relatively secure. What do you guys want to do during your long rest?
So assuming if we don't get through the long rest, I heal everybody for 22 hit points.
Nice.
That's huge. I'd like to just ask Harshnag what the ordning is and why the eye of the Allfather isn't the center of it all, in terms of why have we encountered so many giants so far away from it if it seems so religiously or historically important.
The Allfather is much like your culture, I assume, wherever you're from, is when the giants of Astoria ruled, and there were just the gods of the giants. Times were different. Amon left Faerun, millennia and millennia ago with his sons, and he opens up, and Bigby's Glory of the Giants and daughter that manifested in the last, I forget her name, it starts with a D. It'll come to my attention, but anyways, like, left with his children to to the heavens, leaving the storm giants as the chiefs of the ordning to calm times like the Draco Rage, where the giants and the dragons fought for hundreds and hundreds of years. The giants fought amongst themselves by establishing the ordning under King Hecaton. And he kind of like looks up, the great king of storm giants, who clearly isn't among us anymore. He stares off ominously into the distance. And yes,
Harshnag, stay with me.
Okay.
You just kind of got real quiet there. I noticed there's a lot of kings and chiefs. Are there any queens and chieftesses in this culture of yours?
Yes, there's Sansuri, the countess and leader of the Cloud Giants. I believe there's Queen. Yeah, there are queens, but the Hill Giants are run by Grudhog, not Grudhog, Chief Guh. She's always trying to become the largest of all the giants, and maybe that's how she wants to become Lord of the Ordning. I would like to have her blood drip off my axe. But this other party, have you heard of them? Noinek and the Avengers. They bombed her lodge into the water. But
sounds like she
we
wanted
haven't
to
heard
become a
much
hill herself.
Yes. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chad out there, I believe it's Sansuri is the chief of the stone giants. Yes, there are.
Oh, so there are
matriarchs.
prevalent matriarchs.
Yes.
As I understand right now, the ordning was what kept a hierarchy of giants, a social standing. Is this a might makes right, or is there room for debate and economic deliberation for this, or is it literally just whoever kills me takes my throne kind of situation?
The ordning was ordained by Amon himself, and this is what seals it. Something must have occurred to break this ordning, but we are here to go to the Oracle to find out. The Oracle lies within the eye of the Allfather, and he kind of points up the stairs there. I believe we can find the answers. And maybe a cough drop for the Dungeon Master, if he keeps this voice up.
I will ask you all the questions, Google.
Oh, Google of giants.
Google up giants.
You have
Um,
very well.
I look over to Blandina. I said, "What I tell you? These two, always good to have on your side, always. And well, Blandina, your mastery of magic leaves me to realize I can always study more.
I guarantee.
And I will.
I guarantee you, Salvatore. I am no expert of magic. I'm still learning.
Your humility is inspiring.
What do
What do you think about warlocks?
I'm pretty bad at magic.
Oh, goodness. Lies, deceptions.
Lies.
How do you feel about warlocks?
I don't know what I can honestly say. I've never encountered a warlock before.
Ominous.
No reason.
Yeah.
Like, why do you ask?
Good night. Just lay down to sleep. Yeah, just my eyes peering with like blinking like snakes.
Like, why do your eyes look like that? That's not cool.
Anybody else have anything before you go to sleep? Pull your guard shifts, do the thing.
Yeah, I'm already curled up with the owl bear, man. We kind of just taking it in, just relaxing.
As you communicate, right? Because you can speak with animals.
Yes.
You communicate with it all throughout the evening.
Yeah, just asking what happened and like what happened to you? How did you end up here?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
It identifies itself as Chillglass. It's just, Chillglass. Woo, I don't know. An owl bear will sound a bit of bear, a bit of owl. You know what I mean?
Use your most relaxing voice for you.
Yeah. Just was in a blizzard and got disconnected. It doesn't have much of a family as it aged out from its she just began wandering the mountains and got caught up with these gnolls of no real epic backstory to Chillglass.
Well, I tell her, you're more than welcome to join us in our quest, but you are not a slave, or you are not a slave to us either. So if you choose to go your own way, we'll do what we can to make sure you can get to where you're trying to get to.
Just kind of spins its head, and like looks around and snatches up like like a snow fox that was just cruising around, just devours it in front of in front of you guys.
Not gonna give me a piece of that, bro.
Yeah. This as part owl, it's like chews it up and spits it out,
Regurgitates it.
Yeah, on the ground for you.
Give me a piece of that.
Yeah. And just with its
pick it up and I eat it.
its vomit, and just slides it over to you.
Salvatore, how do you hang out with these brutes? They're so uncivilized. They seem so far outside of who you normally are.
Are you so sure you know who I normally am?
Can we all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You can do a check if you want.
You're just like, these people, they're so gross. Just as loud as you can.
I'm not quiet about it.
Do you want me to make a perception? Oh, I rolled a nat 20 on my perception.
Yeah, you're literally sitting across the fire as she's saying this. And this is not the first time Blandina just, says what's on her mind. Yep. You're staring right at her, hearing everything she's saying.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just glaring and making mental notes of who I will need to heal first in battle versus maybe.
I'm just drinking out of my Bradley mug.
What is it about them that you think so differently of me?
They're just so different.
I don't see it.
You're so clean, and like you're very well put together. These two are different.
I'll walk over and offer a piece of fox.
Mangled corpse.
Like here, and make you strong. To make
you know,
I'll pass,
Glentina,
thank you.
I do collect people I think are of rare and formidable materials. Sometimes a bit raw, but each, like the ore of a fallen meteorite, given shape to themselves to be the strongest weapons or shields we need. And the one thing I see that we all have in common, as I sit with you and I sit with them, is we are tempered steel of survivors in this, capable of great things in quick moments of immense danger. And I would rather sit with a lot of you, with all the perceived differences, knowing that that is at its core.
Oh, I don't disagree.
And I add to that. I lean in and I say, we may be brutes, but we're exactly what you need right now.
I agree, and I'm glad that you are with us. You're just so very different from, the Histofer and Salvatore that I've come to know. I did not expect you two to show up.
Yes. To what Torn has said, everyone wants to do warrior things and be a warrior until they see how hard it is. Fighting giants, we require giants of our own. And I can assure you, both of these men, and I look to both of them, they have giant hearts, not just giant weapons.
That's good. I just didn't want to be a princess. That's it. I didn't want to get married, and now here I am fighting giants. It's kind of cool.
Does a princess require to be married?
I was betrothed.
Who are you married to?
I'm not.
A little gnome, maybe.
I left Kryn to get out of. I ran away from my.
Was Kryn a bad person?
No, a place,
it's
not
a
a person.
place.
As I know where that was going. like right there. Place, not person.
I ran away from my home to get away from my royal responsibilities, if you will, and it brought me here to this land, and led me on this path of.
So
adventure.
You chose danger. You chose danger over a life of being comfortable. And I turn to everyone else and I say, I like this.
I do not understand why you would run away from family.
Well, if you knew my family, I didn't like being told what to do. I didn't want to be married.
I would do anything for my mother to tell me what to do again.
Oof, dark.
Sorry. And she...
And I put my hand on your hammer.
It's a sympathy.
I can respect that. I
go, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Has she been gone long?
Sometime. But I'm here.
You are.
Her passing led me to the Foehammer. and I have never known greater strength than that. So it was a gift. But I would still gladly be told what to do by her.
What I understand in what you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, is your mother was your strength through the greatest parts of your life until you found this purpose in the Foehammer. And you as a holy man, I suspect, and tell me if I'm prying, but through divine power, we can speak to the dead. We can see belief in the afterlife. We know the gods and who they care for. Is your path to priesthood to be closer to someone on the other side?
I don't think so. My path is clouded. At best.
Well, you, unlike the rest of us, wield the literal power that enforces the belief that there is something after death. I don't think any of us get even close to that much, though I do dabble in a bit of the divine through my belief in the world serpent. The world serpent promises a slumber of strength and rebirth, but no place where those wait for us, ancestors or otherwise. We have to make do in my culture with being alive, because only the strong survive.
Yes, that is wise. Strength above all other things.
And if it's family that you're looking for because of family lost, consider us family. Even though we may have
you're
just
like
met.
a pretty little sister.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm the pretty little sister that will give you coffee whenever you want it.
I will consider this.
And back it up with a lightning bolt to save your ass.
Yes, I wanted to talk to you about lightning bolts. Very close to Vokath in the last battle. Very close.
Listen, I toe a fine line with my lightning bolts. Just stay outside of 5 feet, and you're good. I may hit you once. Just that little tinge.
Maybe
just
you
that
can-
little tinge.
You
of
get
electricity.
one. You get one. Little elf girl, sister, brat, child.
When did you become Russian?
I don't know.
That's the thing. Hey, we're not making fun of anybody's voice acting in this, because when I start speaking Dwarvish, I go from Scottish to French.
No, it was
to
great. It
Middle
was like
Eastern
all of a
real
sudden it was Russian.
I
I'm
went-
like,
I've gone from Scottish to Jamaican, and that was my most embarrassing moment.
At least we're
but I will-
trying.
yeah, I will look at
there's no
I will
hate.
look at Blandina and I'll say I've never spoken about this to anyone outside of family, but since we are a family, I recently revealed myself not to be of the name Histofer, as it is an alias, but I am the child of a woman who you might consider, by the different cultures' relevant nomenclature of nobility, she was considered a princess. But Yuan-Ti, princess, which could either mean a future leader or a future sacrifice, depending on which tribe rules strongest. And when it became known that the world serpent's greatest temple held the weakest power, our family, my mother's, quickly realized that she needed to relocate tactically to find power elsewhere outside the tribe. She is no princess, not even really by name, except by a forgotten lineage in the difficult social standings of the snake people, as fickle as the very winds that blow on this hill, this mountain. Is it an identity that one must be attached to these things as a princess yourself. I would like to know if stepping away from it has been hard, so that I may better understand my mother's pain.
I always have. I will always have that princess chip on my shoulder. I am. I am who I am, and I'll never forget my royal. I just. I didn't like everything that surrounded the requirements of a princess. You know, I like being with the people.
The blood sacrifices.
No. What?
The gladiatorial spell slinging arenas?
What?
Did you fight often in those as a princess?
No, I spent time in the villages shopping.
You were
A princess. I was a princess.
You were a slave of retail.
If that's what you call it, maybe, yeah. As I drank from Bradley mug.
I see. Well, my mother became the opposite. She became the a leader of a mercantile practice. She owns a fleet of ships on the Sword Coast. But I should warn you, with that connection in mind, while I am part UNT, if we encounter UNT, depending on the tribe, they will probably be more enemies than allies. With that said, I ask that you give me a chance to try the silver tongue before we use the bloody sword or hammer.
I think that's our MO, at least between you
I
and I.
nod at the inclusion of the hammer.
Yeah,
Gotta respect the hammer.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the two meatheads, that are listening in and go, I'm okay with that. Or you guys will stay the hammer.
I don't even know what a yawn. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
That's a yawn.
Snake. Yeah, snake person. Never mind. I'm gonna cast alter self. Or no, I can't do that. Wait, no, we're resting in the middle of this kind of rest moment. I will cast alter self and show them like if my form had been truly devoted to becoming a Yanti of more committed power to snake magic, what I would look like. And it's almost like low-key magic, where you just see like full snake visage, like instead of just a little bit of scales at the temples and the hair, you see just the full, like, lack of nose, forked tongue, fangs, all the way down.
I like that look. I like that.
I don't like that look.
I like that look.
Can you go back? Can you go back, please?
Yeah, with a gesture of my hand, I go back with my viper kind of wrapping around my neck, the blue viper.
Why don't you want to be yourself? You're great the way you are. Be yourself.
It's hard to be a person who wants to bring positive change to the world when you have a skin that has been associated with violence, massacre, slavery, a lot of things no one wants to associate with newfound power, new money.
I lean in close and show him the scar on my face. It's this huge, it's healed now, but it's a huge scar going down the side of my face. And then I show him my back where there's whipping scars on my back. I say, I know what you mean, but I wear these with pride because now I'm free and I'm who I am. And
Yes, and stronger for it.
Yeah, right.
You are free of the arena. When I interact with the world leaders who who may use those very markings that you use as a point of important pride and identity, and I see that and I agree with it. I'm still in the arena. You get to leave and choose your battles when I engage people who I really want to do a mercantile opportunity with. The leaders of Mirbar, Mithril Hall. The dwarves are people with a very long memory, and I just do not want to be held to the sins of the father, grandfather, and so on. I want to be my own, let my own sins be the mark of judgment.
What about the Allfather?
I touched the shoulder.
What about the sins of the Allfather?
The what?
You said the sins of the son, the
sorry.
father, the grandfather. What about the Allfather?
I look to Harshnag. Does he have any sins?
About the Allfather?
Yeah, is he a unliked force of personality in the realm of
Amon? And he holds his chest, like Amon is a great mystery, but the power of all giants comes from Amon, the Allfather.
I look to
It's just one of those, like, what does Tyr mean to you? I kind of stay back from what does Selune mean to you or whatever,
Right.
like words Amon feel, you know what I mean? Like something powerful to him, and not try to dig too deep into, you know what I mean? Like that stuff.
I'll use that and look to Torn and say, even a giant who has devoted his life to a cause has a stronger grasp, because I think there is a mystery there. And I believe that as long as I remain mysterious, I can still make use of that power that is so fleeting for me. I don't wield a blade, axe, or inner fire quite as well as you do. I don't have the call of a benevolent deity like our priest here, and the magic that I have studied is the magic of the mind, and less the magic of the weave. My greatest ability is to quickly determine what someone wants, and if I can provide it. And it's easier if they see something they like.
Understood, my friend. Understood. Although I may not use your tactics, that I can't deny that they are useful. And I will say that maybe when all this is done, you can truly be free. But as long as there's battles to fight, you have my axe.
Thank you, Torn. I look forward to having accomplished what I set out to accomplish, to be seen as a leader, a kind help, rendering aid, than a force part of a culture trying to take over the world. A dark culture of cruelty. But I have my friends. I have a great deal of hope in this team, and I think that I'm ready. I'm ready when you are.
Good. I give him a harsh fist bump, and
Oh, my hand!
it's a bloody fist from the fox that I was just eating.
Nice.
Well, our Lady Lunatari will look over us tonight and hopefully give us the blessing to succeed in whatever it is we're doing here with the Allfather.
We only need one blessing.
Harshnag looks up into the moon, as like it's very like overcast, but the moon kind of pops out, a little bit, and he's like, "The eye of the Allfather will have our answers, and you are here as protectors of the world. That is your calling. I am here to crush the skulls of giant scum." And he just kind of like twists his axe. Evil giants. They're largely, you know what I mean? Other than the storm giants, some of the cloud giants, he kind of goes off. He's like, storm giants are pretty benevolent. The cloud giants are flighty. The rest
I'd like to meet the storm giants, Harshnag, if you would create an opportunity for me to open up a channel of diplomacy.
He points, he's like, into the sea. The maelstrom, far,
That
far
is-
away.
How fitting that is where my people believe the world serpent finds its sleep, its massive body entwined around the world, resting in the deepest parts of the ocean.
There are great creatures there that protect the maelstrom.
Well, are you all agreeable to one day head into the maelstrom and allow me to perhaps expand our allies to the storm giants?
You'll need one of my people's boats, for sure. What a great ocean. Someday, I will take you north to the longboats. They can get to the maelstrom.
It's harsh.
What's
The
it?
storm giant.
It's a frost giant. Frost giants do Viking shit. They have longboats.
The biggest boats that I ever built.
The longest boats.
The longest boats. They're like hammers of the ocean, I explained to our friend.
The sea is full of, and you notice a bit of disgust, but maybe fear come over Vokath, full of tentacle things.
Do you know the
Glenn,
favorite letter of a pirate?
no.
What is it?
The love letter?
What is the favorite letter of a pirate?
I've heard this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's just like waits for you to fall for it.
My character
don't
is
know.
afraid of water.
I'm afraid I don't know. What is the favorite letter of a pirate?
It's a mystery then. Maybe someday you will learn, and I am nearby.
Amazing.
Well, I don't know about
I
y'all.
like that was flirted with, but not actually touched.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I need to study
I'm
my
in
book.
for a long rest.
I need to study
Long
my
rest?
book.
Well, that was good. I didn't want to interrupt one thing as a nascent dungeon master that I always trample over is to try to do my story when the story's growing for me. You know what I mean? And that right there was some fantastic team building stuff. You guys went from the
Storming Norman.
are we awkwardly, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Cog's ladder just happened, and you guys are had some solid breakthroughs and understanding each other's goals, and that was fantastic. The fire crackles and flashes in this, like it's like a V shape, right? Like against inside the wall, and maybe tens of miles out facing away from this mountain in the spine of the world, you could see a tiny flicker in the fog. But the snow comes down, it whistles, you can hear the wind kind of whistling through this crack of where you guys are moving up, and you're probably, I'd say, about 1,000 feet away, in the morning, long enough where you can rest, not burn yourself too much getting up to the next one. Harshnag, eventually, while you guys asleep, and in some sort of way he gets his rest as well, you wake up and it seems kind of dark still, right? After your long rest, the fire has been put out. Harshnag, there's hot embers that are keeping your bodies kind of warm. You still have your cold weather gear on as well that you got in the Mithril Hall, or you're just naturally resistant, or like the boots of winter, the Uggs of winter that Blandina has. You see Harshnag rolling up his giant-sized, fart sack, and he puts it down in the back of his waist, ties some things off, puts one Captain Morgan leg up on the steps going forward, looks back at you with his giant, white dragon skulled helm that he affixes to his head and prepares to move out. Owlbear shaking off some snow. You notice you wake up a little bit warmer, Torn and Savathar, as it extended its wing out just a little bit to provide you guys some cover, because the both of you were the ones that kind of managed to turn its fate around, and it kind of trusted you, and over the evening kind of extended its wing out to block a lot of the snow, shakes its wing off, shakes its little owlbear tail, and kind of moves up next to Harshnag and looks like, dog-sized to Harshnag, and begins to, prep to move as well.
I'll have woken up maybe back to back with Torn, so that the wing could cover us both, like one of those, checking each other's flanks as we rest and sleep. But with that, I will quickly look around and, of course, probably guess the elf is probably the first one awake, and kind of almost get classically conditioned to looking for coffee. I feel like he's programmed me to get up and with my hand out for a warm beverage. But I will also offer the blessing of the world serpent, as I always do each morning, or probably in preparation for an hour before things are about to go down. And it'll be, if you guys want, the same thing as before: protection versus poison. A spell that makes it so that you have advantage against all poison and resistance to all poison damage, if you are so inclined.
I do in my
Do we
tramp
know how
stamp.
long that lasts for?
It lasts for 1 hour, so I'll basically say, let me know now if you're okay with it, and when the time comes that we're about to go
If
through
this
it.
is,
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's an everyday thing.
You've got it.
Okay.
You've got it until, just assume, right? This will be a standard thing. As long as you say the words that you did it, you basically got it as you move into a place or whatever, as we're playing D&D. I'm not going to split those hairs. The only thing I would say is if you make it to a short rest or something like that, that's probably when
It's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. An
That
hour.
makes sense.
I don't think there's a dude up in Celestia being like, yep, that's an hour. You know what I mean? An hour. So
Yeah. I always try to time it not while we're traveling, but I know when the DM describes things, I don't want to be the guy who goes,
yeah,
I do this before anything is described. I'd rather just the DM describe and not be interrupted.
If that's the case, I'm gonna stone skin up as we go in. I'm gonna cast.
Is that an hour as well? Okay. Yeah. So you guys are, Lord of the Rings climbing over the mountain montage, but you're going up these weird, steps that kind of curve back. Don't overthink it. It happens. I'm not even sure how this works. But the stones cut in, you're moving up, you're roughly one rung, one case up before you get up to that area that was this big bridge, that I'll describe here in a second. But that you could see in the distance something is ahead. Harshnag kind of points, gives the indicator that something's there. You guys start stoning up and doing whatever you think, because this is a legit place. He's been describing hey, there's a lot of magic in here, very powerful magic, very powerful. The gods used to hang around here, just in case you're wondering. You know what I mean? This place just naturally, it's been around for a minute. Anything else anybody wants to cast or do anything, you know what I mean, before
Mage armor.
I start maging? Okay. Yep. No worries. Just select a spell.
And I'll do mirror image when we are getting really close to.
Hold on.
How many mirrors do you have?
I think it starts with
I think 3.
3. It's so 4. Yeah, there's 3, and so it's me and 3 other copies.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll use dice. I'll use dice for that, but I know.
Yeah, well, it's built in as you roll a d20, and it's
No.
11 or
I use
higher.
dice as your mirror image.
Oh, on the yeah, got it. I was like, we use dice for everything in this game.
So, Tim, just so I'm not wasting a spell slot, Mage Armor lasts 8 hours. My trance gives me a long rest after only 4 hours. I will cast Mage Armor during the long rest, and then trance for 4 before we move out. So there's 4 hours left on Mage Armor, and I get that spell slot back.
Nice.
Okay, that works. Oh, I see. Nice medic. Good job. That's brilliant. But yeah. So yeah, that's what I would do if I was a wizard too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would
Facts.
definitely plan it that way. So brilliant. Yep, you're mage armored up. You know, there's a hue about you. You know, it's like because you're more Elsa-ish, right? So there's I'm just assuming there's a layer of like kind of tingling, frosty, like snowflakey stuff, kind of floating around you. Whereas like Sir Timothy's got that blue. There's like literally, I described just like Neverwinter PS4. There's 3 shields kind of circling my body.
There's the Ion Stone circling my head, and then it's just a frost, just kind of continually.
Fantastic.
I love that.
Just falls around me.
Okay, good imagery. All right.
I just saw mirror image last a minute, not an hour. I apologize. So don't worry about that. I'll cast it when shit gets real. So
okay, is it an action?
It's an action. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to.
As a paladin who has to action sacred weapon, action blah, like
it's. I'm gonna wait for the cues that shit's getting bad. So like, I don't want to interrupt those.
I kind of like those ones to be like, oh shit, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
I have to lose this surprise round because I have to do X.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was longer, so no worries.
Okay, so you guys, you're moving along, and if there's something retroactively you would have done because you just don't know your character yet, since this is session 2 or 3 for some of you guys, you'd be like, I would have done this. Anyways, you guys move up and you get to this, wide, naturally formed bridge, right? And what I would say is it gets thinner, as you cross it. So this is a perilous looking, probably designed by stone giants long ago to make this strong and make it work. Hey everybody that's in the chat. So a 40-foot wide, naturally formed stone causeway leads to the entrance of this area. Sheer cliffs plunge hundreds of feet on both sides of the route. The causeway is cut in by hundreds, in the sixes of like you can't see the bottom. It causes and not only that, there's like a mist under there, like total, you know what I mean, like total ominous that you don't want to fall off this thing. And the cliffs go all the way up to where this domed area is with these 6 pillars that move into it. There's a little picture of it right there. See where you're going? Is that fun? Yeah. So you get up to this thing and you can see the filigrees of along these pillars is a hill giant lifting a rock above its head, a frost giant chopping down a great pine, a cloud giant flying among birds in the sky, a flying storm giant hurling lightning bolts at a ship, a stone giant climbing a mountain, and a fire giant with chained dwarf prisoners in a cavern. Like
you see a big grin on my face. I'm loving this.
Yeah. So, and I'm telling you, these pillars, if 2 or 3 of them fell, could still hold this up. Like you could see the strength of these carved pillars. And then beyond you, just like on the map, a very dark causeway, 40 by 40. Okay, 40 by 40. So there is a roof over that. Obviously I got to get a camera down inside this thing, but as you look down, we'll say Vokath, you're kind of always up in the front. You're gonna be the de facto ranger of the group until someone says, you know what, I want to be the tracker, I want to be the person of the forest or whatever, and then I'll start calling on that person's passive perception. But for the sake of this, you see footprints in the snow dug in there that You know what I mean? Like you guys are walking up and you start seeing footprints coming down off this side of the mountain, the opposite side of the mountain, coming down and going into this. Footprints.
When you say foot, yeah, like are they our size or giant sized?
Humanoid.
Okay.
What?
It's
the Vargassers.
Vokath pauses on the fire giant pillar, staring at that one in particular for a little bit of time, and then I'll look to everyone else to make sure they've seen the footsteps, the footprints. We're not alone here.
17 perception. I'm gonna assume I see it.
Yes, you guys see it.
I have the power to make someone invisible. If we wish to have someone maybe scout ahead, or we can move all together in confidence.
Who else? Who could this be? As I look around at sort of the
I'm going to say right
obvious
now,
in
where
climate,
you guys
like,
are on the map is where you are. Okay.
okay.
Map
I look
is-
around at the very obviously difficult place to get to, and not like at all like it's very out of the way here. And yeah, Vokath. Like who else could be here?
We have
Is there
encountered
someone who would foil us?
we have encountered
Don't say their names. They piss me off.
we have encountered
Motherfucking
several other unruly people.
a mage family who holds great sway across the world, no doubt might have arrived here, as they've been one step ahead of us until they thought they killed us. And that
But what about avarice?
that is why we've
What about avarice?
the characteristic.
The wait, that was the other group. Wait, yeah, that was the other group.
Yeah,
Never
I don't
mind.
know that.
Never mind.
Oh, you're borking? You
Yeah.
just borked out a
I
little
just
bit?
borked.
Yeah.
Get borked. All right.
Forget I said that.
So there you guys have it. You guys are all very experienced. You are where you are. What you see on the map is what you see. You know what I mean? And ask questions, roll into whatever. If you guys get stumped, then I'll start going around the horn being like, all right, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? But I'm going to let you guys have it.
So are we going in together or one scout?
I'm gonna look around the pillars first to see if these footprints spent any time at the pillars. Maybe they found something that we haven't noticed yet, or if they just made a straight beeline.
Footprints are kind of a freebie. The footprints go straight in.
Okay. Do we know their numbers from their footprints?
You can. Yep. Go ahead and roll for that one.
General survival.
I want to
Sure.
roll
Yeah.
too.
So here's another thing I like to do. And, you know, I like you to be able to, if Tim likes to use athletics for everything. If I'm falling, I want to not use acrobatics as much as possible. I want to grab at the walls and use my strength to do whatever. So if you have a better survival than nature or tracking, you know what I mean? Like, use that. Just tell me how you want to do it. Like, wisdom,
I got
perception, and investigate, same to me, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, it just, there's a different way you do it.
well from growing up in the hills and the mountains. I'm gonna use my survival, and I got a 19.
Okay.
Nice.
Looks around, can't do, you know what I mean? Perfect. Looks around 6 different humanoids, and some sort of smaller creature, quadruped.
I relay that to everyone.
I'll make a history check on these pillars.
Sure.
Since I have been studying the obelisks and the ordning for a very long time, and all whatever books on giants I can. That's a dirty 20 on history. Anything
Okay. The sons of Anam are all depicted here as well, but they can't necessarily be seen. You can tell for the first time, you can kind of see Grolantor, Scoria's Stonebones, Thrym, Surtur, Memnor, and Strongmouse. Strongmouse.
Not
I guess
feeling
that's
this,
pronounced wrong. It sounds a bit mousy. Strongmouse.
father of Dead Mouse.
Yeah.
Crater of the Mouse Tank.
Defender of the Nightman. Sorry.
God.
Are there any creatures around?
Are there any other creatures? No. And if you were to do a check, which you can, like decidedly so, and that should give you a feeling. Like you know what I mean? Like there are no birds kind of like living in. It's pretty damn cold too, where you're at. I'd say, freezing below freezing. If you were to take your stuff off, or if it was taken from you, you'd be in a world of hurt fast. Like in an hour, you'd be in disadvantage.
I got you.
Okay.
So I will say that my magic great axe does let me know of danger, but it also lets the party within 30 feet of me not be surprised. Okay.
And how far is the danger sense on that?
It just says reach. No, this says reach.
Probably
Where do I
30
find
feet.
danger sense?
Is there a danger sense to it? It's the X of it's the warning.
Yeah, weapon of warning is what you'd look up.
Yeah, weapon, great axe of warning.
Okay. It just I think this one is just not surprised.
It doesn't give a range. It just says it warns of danger, and mechanically that gives Torn advantage on initiative rolls, and companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised except when they're incapacitated.
Yeah. So it does. And if you like this thing to glow or whatever, as you do get close to this thing, it does give you your decided amount of warning. You know what I mean? That something perilous is ahead.
I tell the group that my axe is shaking, letting us know it's something not right. Get ready for battle.
Then we move in together.
The axe of Parkinson's has spoken.
Axe
I will.
of Parkinson's.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'm a trained Parkinson's, certified trainer. It's all good. I will cast. If assuming this is that time to kind of power up, I'm going to cast Mirror Image. No, actually, I'm not. I'm going to cast Invisibility. Yeah, I'm going to go invisible.
I'll start leading the way in, but I want to make sure that I'm keeping that 30-foot range to Torn.
Who's up front?
What are you guys gonna do with your animals?
Owlbear's not with us anymore.
It's there.
I think we also have a horse with us.
And my goat.
Yeah,
Can
we're
he
not
fit?
going in stealth, but God forbid I get targeted with another chain lightning, so I am traumatized. So I'm going invisible.
All right, you're invisible.
So I'll be in the back.
There's a horse just sitting there. Are you on your horse?
No. I could actually even leave the horse like tethered to the pillar here.
Okay.
I
If
will
it's
also lead the
possible to
goat.
just. Yeah.
Harshnag grabs his axe and points forward and does this with his ear, and you see a flickering of light about 100 feet in front of you.
Oh, okay. I will whisper to Harshnag and say, Harshnag, can I sit upon your shoulders?
He feels around.
Yeah, right there.
You.
All right. I'm gonna kind of grab whatever bit of his hair or something that I can hold on to the steady, like the mane of a horse.
Gets behind one of the pillars and kind of looks down at Vokath and Torn, and you know.
Okay, I'm gonna move behind a pillar then.
Okay.
I think that's what he's telling us to do. So
No, he's just kind of indicating, you know what I mean, that there's something ahead.
is it approaching us though?
Yeah.
No. You can take a look. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can
I'm
investigate
gonna
the
start
scene.
walking. I'm gonna start walking towards it.
Okay. You want to make a perception check or anything?
Sure. I've seen better.
Okay.
I made a 5.
You move and you hear like
I'm with him. Can I make one too?
pounding and grunting ahead of you, but it's dark down there. You can't see much. You see light and you see maybe the figure of 2 or 3 shadowed heads, and you just hear boom, 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 oh, you know, in some sort of
Does it sound
language.
like a battering ram or something?
Does it sound like old people having sex?
Yikes.
Yep. Sounds like old.
I was afraid of this. This is what
I
the
was
ordering
afraid of
was the
this.
whole time.
Yeah. But yeah,
All right, I whisper, let's move in. They're distracted.
I do a stealth check, try to move in closer, if that's
Okay.
okay.
all right. So
Is it
why
dark
don't
in
we
here?
roll initiative?
Mhm.
Because you guys are gonna go. You know, you're trying to do a thing.
If it's dark in here, I'm gonna cast light on my mole
Right.
Oh,
because I can't see. I'm not one of those dark
Okay,
vision
let's roll
things.
initiative, and then we're gonna do all of that stuff. All right.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Let's say who's got above 20.
I will have advantage from Insomnia Night. From their gift of advantage on the next roll.
22.
22. Okay, so Blandina.
That was a waste of a 20.
Dude, that was me all night long last night. I rolled like 3 different initiatives that were a 20, and I was like, damn it. And everything else was
Nice.
okay. Who had a 15 to 20? Above 15? Oh, tight. Above 10.
11.
11.
Who's got the higher dex?
Not me.
I have a 1.
I have a 10, so nothing.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna go Savvy. And we're gonna go Vokath.
Oh God, please don't call me Savvy.
And we're gonna go Savathor,
Savathor.
as I was. And then Torm, what'd you get?
I think I got a 5. It
Okay.
went away too quick.
Do barbarians get what do
Advantage.
barbarians get for advantage? Yeah. So you
Advantage
might
on
actually roll
initiative.
higher.
It wouldn't automatically be calculated and beyond.
No.
Unfortunately not. So you get to roll one more time.
Righty. That is a 1. I think I'll keep the 5, bro.
You need to get some real dice, bro. Yeah. All right.
Tell
we
you
got-
what, I've got some. I'll send them to you, Tori.
Oh, man.
Your first pair, your dice should be gifted. You know, that's what I believe.
That's true.
Nah, I have dice. I just didn't grab them. Me and my daughter was playing a game last night.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
All right. So, Blandina, you know, there's a gesture. You look down, you can see light, and some heads moving around and pounding against something farther down.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand
Okay.
for the moment and hold back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm standing 30 feet back from
Okay.
Tori. From Torn.
And I'm going to say that you're at the pillar still.
Right. So I'm basically staying as far back from these guys as I can. So whenever they start moving forward, I'm not going anywhere by myself. We all know how how that goes.
All right. That brings up Salvatore.
I goofed up with invisibility, but I accept my goof up. I realized I can cast it higher and include more people. So I will recast it. Huh?
You don't need to recast it.
Are you sure?
Your character would know how to cast your spells.
That's fair. That's right. Yeah, I was looking at the item that I can cast invisibility. It didn't give me the option to upcast it, but I have it on my spell list. I'm going to cast it.
Okay.
Let's see here. I thought I did. Hold on a moment. There it is. Oh, wait, no. I can't upcast it if I cast it from the item, apparently. Oh, goodness. This is a messy. Oh, well. Never mind then. I was gonna help Harshnag because my buddy, he needs to be stealthy. And if I cast it on him and I give up invisibility, I'm floating in the air. So I'll tell you what, I will not do that. I will... Sorry, I'm going to stay invisible myself. And is the vibe a group, as I've watched kind of the people in the higher initiative?
Yeah, the only disadvantage you're going to have sitting on Harshnag's is he's X at the bottom of the initiative, and he basically does NPC things.
Okay, that's fair. Am I getting the vibe that we're heading in, or that we're waiting for something to come to us? Because what's the vibe here?
The wind is whistling enough where you could probably ask one of your guys. You get like one round of like, hey, what are we doing, dudes?
Yeah. What are we doing? Are we moving in?
I'm going in.
We have to go this way. There any other way?
He just lit the torch on his hammer, so they know we're coming.
Yeah. Okay,
well,
in that case,
on his round he's going to do that. But yeah, so Vokath, in your round, are you?
Yeah, I'm casting light on my hammer.
Okay. As you cast light, you see snow go into a long hallway, and it stops probably like 40, 50 feet down, and you can see eyes look back at you. A row of maybe 6 to 8 eyes kind of looking at you, and something with, you see wings and kind of go up.
Okay.
all right.
I mean,
If it's my turn, I'm heading towards them.
okay.
Yep. So did I get a chance to cast another spell, or is that me talking
Sure,
to ask what's
going.
up?
Keep going.
I'll just cast mirror image, and that'll be my spell.
So 3 of you kind of are all invisible already?
Yeah, it's no one sees the duplicates. Yeah.
Yeah. I got you, but your duplicates, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not only are they disadvantaged at hitting you, but they're yes. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Vokath. What was that?
I'm walking straight ahead.
Okay, you're walking? I'm walking here.
I'm just striding towards them. I start saying a prayer to Tempest under my breath.
That sound was somebody up ahead using an ice machine.
Mighty Forehammer, lend me your strength as I wage a righteous war.
Try to add some light.
Why is he so cool?
Hang on. 1 sec. Let me get some camera down there. Returning to meeting. Boop. Bringing up the Tim map. All right, let me enhance.
Enhance. This is so cool.
Enhance.
This is what a future multi-million dollars a year stream looks like, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right.
I said future. Future.
Yeah.
I'm manifesting.
The vocab moves down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I'm assuming? Or 40, is he at 40?
No, 30.
You're casting light, so there's your light.
Ooh,
He
what's
casts-
that?
He casts ring light. Nice.
There's other lights that one
You
would not
guys
want
see
to
a
cast.
cool door down there. You see a bunch of bodies down there, okay?
Dead bodies?
No, a bunch of dudes, and it looks like they were in the middle of breaking down a large door. Vokath, you do your 30 feet as all of their heads, you know what I mean, turn around, look at you, and with a guttural roar, one of them holding a torch, throws the torch off to another guy, obviously, because he doesn't want to get targeted anymore. One of them grabs it, and they all are just like, "Golly!" And they, start like,
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action just to ready an attack with my hammer. As soon as somebody comes within reach, they're getting the load.
Load the hammer. Come on.
Is that why they call you Black Hammer?
Yeah, what color is the hammer?
So that being said, 6 berserkers, these, they're painted up. They've got this dark paint on their chests and on their face. If you watch 13th Warrior, they've got some sort of like bear headdresses, and they just start rolling at you with their weapons, with their filed teeth and things like that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they look, super friendly. They're definitely, what's their movement? All right. And they're going to roll towards you.
What's our owlbear friend doing?
She's getting hungry looking at all these people she can eat.
Is she fully healed, right?
Yeah, she rested with us, yeah.
Okay.
So she's ready to go.
So I look at old girl and I say, let's go to work. Let's go to work.
Having an owlbear in a tight hallway is awesome. It's gonna be John Wick with an owlbear situation here.
It's gonna be my first fight, like I told you about.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're gonna hit the walls and the ceiling.
Everything.
Am I good to attack Tim once that guy reaches me?
Yeah. They're gonna
I'm gonna give him some love. Here it comes.
almost
And they're just aggressive. I mean, like, damn, we can't even have a conversation, like greeting or anything. They're just mad. They're just upset.
Like I said,
This is life.
This is
Yes.
death.
I mean, you're a barbarian. You've dealt with berserkers before. As you see their behavior, you're kind of picking up on the shit.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 19 to hit
Uh,
as the first one reaches me.
okay.
Down with his pants down.
And then I do 12 damage.
Damn. This is an appetizer.
Did you get one attack?
Yeah, I only get one.
All right.
It was a ready to action, so.
Yep, you come up with a hammer as he dash to you to get to you. They all dash. So like 1, 2, 3 are around you, and they're all kind of scattered about. They're all scattered about, lightning bolt. Just in case you're wondering. They're all very
Lined up.
scattered. They all look very
You get
like,
one.
chess pieces.
You get one.
Let's see. And that'll bring up the Vokath hit. What was your to hit, by the way? I didn't do that.
19 to
Oh,
hit,
yeah.
and I did
Yep.
12 damage.
Yep, that hits. Let's see, that goes 30. All right. something from above you sprays down cold frost. Make a Constitution saving throw. Vocab.
That is an 18.
You pass. You pass, but as this cone of frosty cold hits. You'll take 11 cold damage.
Okay, and then I have cold resistance, so that takes that to 5.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm going to use Stone's Endurance to reduce that by another 9, so it doesn't hurt me.
Nice.
I think you already used your reaction, though, unfortunately.
No, I didn't.
Make the attack.
No, I used my
No.
action. I used my action.
That was ready action.
And I thought it.
I mistook. I thought ready actions become reactions.
I do think if you ready in action, you kind of, if you're at the point of ready action, that's the only thing you can do. Beyond that. Oh, because you took your reaction. Sure, whatever. We're moving on. That's fine. You took.
I just let the frost hit me, and I laugh.
Okay. No worries.
Awesome.
And that brings up Torn.
Ho ho ho!
Right, great. What's the owlbear doing?
Owlbear stuff behind you. It's looking not behind a
Right.
pillar. It's looking straight down.
I'm like overprotected with the owlbear right now. So anyway, I'm close. I can't really tell which character is mine.
Yeah, no problem. I got you. Oof. This is you. Next to the owlbear.
Okay, so I'm nowhere near the
Oh.
action.
Yeah. We'll move you up a little bit. You're at the pillars, right?
All right,
We'll
so
put you at the pillars, and the owlbear is kind of still sitting next to Harshnag off camera. I can scroll back. So at any time, tell me to adjust the camera. Say, hey, go back. Boom.
you're good. I was just trying to see who else. How many feet is that away? About 40, you said?
Yeah, about 40. You can go 30 feet and get to Vokath. You all kind of start at the same-ish bubble. You know what I mean? So, like, unless someone deliberately says, hey, I want to climb the giant or whatever, you guys are all at the release point, which is at the base of these pillars.
Okay.
Charm's right, by the way. I had to use my reaction to attack. I didn't realize that's how a ready to action works, so I learned something new. So I've added the damage. We're good.
All right.
I'll heal you. Don't worry.
I didn't know that
All right,
either.
so
That's interesting.
all right, as a bonus
Avoid
action.
arguing and want to just like keep pressing unless it's like, you know what I mean, like the most egregious thing. And then we'll talk about it. Hey, Judgy, good seeing you, pal. But there you go, vote. Torn, what do you want to do, buddy?
Okay, so I rage out
Nice.
and I sprint. Well, before I rage out, I look back at the owlbear, cut my finger a little bit with my axe, lick it, and then rage out
Okay.
and run towards the action.
The owlbear does
First
a
one.
spin, but like
Wait a
does
minute.
this spin and
Go-
looks at you
Yeah.
like maybe I'm gonna stay here. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
you do you. I just
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
about to go to work.
Okay.
So but my question is this, because I'm used to 3.5. Okay. So I'm raging. And 3.5, at least the way the DM did it when I was playing it, you about to hit anything in your way. And if I got, my
it's a control group.
companions in my way, is that a
Unless
thing?
you want to do that, if your character does that for RP, that's fine, but that's not the case for 5e. You can control your rage. There's been a
Yeah,
lot of behavioral therapy since.
I want to do that. I
Yeah.
want to do that. Yeah, my character's got like this weird thing about him. So
Okay.
instead of raging, I just run up and I attack. How about that? Let's do
Okay.
that. We'll
Okay, so you don't want to rage.
Yeah, no rage.
All right, you're running up, and you can also reach. You want to go to the right of Vocath or the left?
Let's go to the right.
All right, there is a berserker there. And you can go if you want to hit him. You can roll to hit.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
think
to
you should.
find my.
I think you should still have 2 attacks, right? As a Barbie.
Yeah, yeah. Struggling here though, man. I can't find my dang Is my axe not in my hand anymore?
You can put it back in there.
Come on, man. What happened to my axe?
I just saw it on your character sheet. Are you looking at the right character?
Yeah, I was trying to use the D&D Beyond on my iPad.
No worries.
All right, so let's just do it this way.
At the very least, it's your strength modifier +3 if you need a number.
Okay.
Yep. So it's +6 to hit for you. So if you just want to roll a die 20, add 6. Or wait and click the button, and we can all wait because.
11 plus, what did you say, +6?
Yep. So there should be like a little stack of, if it's D&D Beyond, there should be a stack of dice on the left-hand corner of the screen. You
Oh
can click
yeah.
He's got it. It rolled.
Nice.
You said it rolled?
Yeah, you got an 11, so +6, 17.
17. Is that
That
it?
hits.
And I'm rolling a D12 for my damage, right?
Yep. D12 +3.
Why can't I see my daggone greater axe, dude?
Yeah, I think it's the that weapon of warning is not in your inventory.
I see it.
On Torn King?
Yeah.
I see it.
I was looking right at it, and now it's gone. But maybe it had a
After this attack, just refresh D&D Beyond or go out of your character, go back in. And
crazy, man. This
gotta
is why you gotta bring dice. See,
2 for damage, plus your strength. So
plus it's 1d12 +3.
all right. So I'm rolling my second attack.
Two
The
two
first-
damage, you said?
the first one was
Yeah,
5.
2 for
The first one was
damage
5 with
plus-
his bonus.
Okay.
Yeah. And the next one is a 17 plus
That hits.
6.
That hits.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. That's a 7 plus strength, right?
+3
I'm not
is 10.
raging.
Okay, so
Nice.
total of 15 damage with 2 hits as you come in there with your great axe. You know, you come screaming down the hallway with 1 down and then sweeping back up and hit them again. There's blood sprays on either sides of the, fresh frost. It hasn't seen, color like this in a while, but the glow of the radiant light on the cleric's axe really accentuate it. And that brings up Blandina, who's are you hanging on to your goat?
No, I was just behind the pillar there
You're
waiting.
behind the pillar?
Yep.
I see you there.
Did I see that frost? Was that a spell or was that from a creature?
Yeah, well, you saw it burst from the wall. That's all you know. You saw it come from the top down about 40 feet up. 20 feet. And just something like that. You're muted or something.
No,
Or,
I'm.
you're thinking?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thinking.
Thinking.
I'm gonna cast Fly.
Okay.
On
And
myself.
Sabathor, you're on deck after a couple baddies. You're going to cast Fly.
And
Flying.
I.
How high do you want to go, pal?
I'm going to go about 20 feet up and 30 feet behind 20 feet up, 20 feet behind Vocath.
Okay.
And I accidentally broke my own invisibility. So I'm not invisible, so you can take that token off. I cast a spell. Even if it's a team or a self-protecting spell, it breaks invisibility.
It's so weird. I'm such a non-confident DM. I'll be like, I thought, and then I just won't say anything. You're up there. You're up on the side. I can't.
Cool. I'm very visible, but there's multiples of me.
Yeah. So Blandina, as you move forward, you do see a small, like a really big dog-sized, maybe white dragon. Very when they're young, right? Very gray in color, right? Aren't white young? The younger they are, the grayer they are, or is it the opposite way? No, opposite. It's a very bright white looking dragon at the top of this thing. Off to your left.
So okay, so that's what that cold came from.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. And I will announce that. It's like white dragon to your left. And that's it.
It's deliberately off camera because it's a weird ledge. You look up there. There's two ledges about 20 feet up as well that go straight down the hallway, and they're about 10 to 15 feet like ledges, and there's like 3 or 4 alcoves that go in to the pathway, the walls, right? And that brings up some baddies. A larger one with a big bear, like a polar bear headdress, and lots of different bits of armor, leather armor or whatever, runs up to like pushes kind of a berserker out of the way and goes in to attack Vokath. As soon as I bring up the right platform that I had these dudes on. Oh yeah, this dude. Oh, he had specialty stats. I hate these pauses. I apologize. Matt Dickman.
Bro, I must have dropped it.
What's that?
Great action warning, man. I must have dropped it. I was just reading from it.
Just go to manage inventory and add it again.
Nah, I dropped it.
Like you're not using a period?
Nah, I don't want to. We're not. Nah, yeah, nah. Damn, man. I can't believe I dropped it. That's crazy.
You didn't drop it. You have it in your inventory. I see it. So just go into manage inventory and put great acts of warning back in. And if tomorrow you find that you have 3, it's no big deal. D&D Beyond is a reference. It's not like who you are, you know?
Boy, you something different than Brendan Hunsucker, man, our old DM.
Well, I mean,
That's
there'll
good.
be times where you'll be sad, but it's not, as we're trying to learn how to play the game. All right, so this dude comes in and strikes you, Vokath, twice with. The hell did I roll last time as a dice?
Are either of them a crit by chance?
Sure, I gave him a crit. Once again, hey, it's gonna be one of those days. So everybody grab your popcorn as I'm just rolling trash. So this dude comes in, he's like, Matt Damon, and just like misses you by a mile twice. From behind him, roll a from behind him, a spell is cast from an individual, and a whole bunch of berserker ghost creatures start running in a circle.
Counter spell.
It's a spell. Yep, counterspell it.
Yeah, is it 3rd level or less?
It is.
Then it just it fails. No effect.
It shuts down.
Cast Simplify Encounter.
I just say nope.
Yep. Hey, it all works. Okay. Yep. You cast that, and nothing happens beyond there, and it is now Savathor's turn.
And I see which individual that was that tried to cast that. Correct. Had to.
Yeah. There is a female with a high ponytail with 2 bones sticking out of the ponytail, like, you know, to put it up. That's all you can see as a reference, as you saw, you know, her collector self start, you know, and you're like, no, you know, and it kind of shut down. What just happens? And you hear just, and you see the jagged filed teeth of an Uthgard shaman. That brings up, and that's how many spells down?
For me,
Yeah,
that was 2.
nice. For the day? Okay. And that brings up Savathor, then Vocat's on deck.
Did my ride get to move forward and attack?
He's if you want him to, you can work Simo with him, and he'll move up because you're on his back. And I know you're gonna hate me about this. He's hesitant, so he can move forward. So he moves forward.
If he's hesitant, I'm not going to push him. But I'm like,
he moves forward 10 feet. And he gets into he kind of blocks.
What are you up to?
He blocks this area. Well, there's a lot of people in there, and if you were Harshnag, he doesn't want to step on his new small folk friends, and he wants you to have your day.
fair enough. I appreciate it. Right.
He could be blocking arrows for the owlbear and the goat and the horse, you know.
That is the most noble thing he could do, honestly. Absolutely. Protect the animals, protect our companions. All right. I don't know enough about dragons, but neither would Savathor, so that makes this a little interesting, a little fun. I am going to cast Suggestion. So I'm going to do the thing I do on the thing that I think is the scariest enemy.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a bonus action to bardically uninspire the dragon.
Okay.
Which will give it a minus D8 on its next saving throw. And then we'll cast Suggestion on it.
Okay.
Expend a spell slot. Where are you? Using the DOS loot. And there it is. I will have to concentrate on this. So I think that's the only spell I'm concentrating on. And I will say to it in Draconic, which I actually have as a language. I'll say, you wish to fight alongside us. Do so and be rewarded.
Okay.
Destroy the berserkers. These shaman types. It has a wisdom saving throw, disadvantage with a D8 subtracted to it as I expend my resources to try and get this dragon on our side. Baby dragon.
Yeah, it just locks eyes on you. For all you know, you know what I mean.
Yep. And okay, and that is my bonus action. Not gonna move because I'm on Harshnag, and just gonna sit kind of closer to his behind his head a little bit, and just kind of pat him, say, "You're doing great, Harshnag. Thank you."
Doesn't really. You see him grip his axe, and you know, like maybe he'll enter combat here soon. That brings up Vokath.
Yeah, and I'll yell, "The dragon's on our side now. I think we'll see." I'm
fairly confident.
I'm going to attack the one that I attacked last time.
Right.
I have 25 to hit.
It's
10 damage.
Damn.
okay. Let me go back to these guys. I just changed the map a little bit. 10 damage. Same guy. All right.
Same guy.
Yep. You hit him. He's really, you know what I mean? Like strapping, striated, and yep, he's still kicking.
So I'll engage my War Priest ability to allow me to take another attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'll hit him. I'll hit him again.
Okay.
24 to hit.
It's
Oh my God.
Yow.
You hit him and his ancestors.
Another 7 damage.
Okay. Still wailing on him. Not even looking like bloodied yet.
But the guy, I've hit him 3 times and he doesn't look bloodied.
Oh, I know. Level.
Wow.
7.
Cool.
Yeah, you're really feeling that level 7 energy right now, as these guys look about to have the same size and
That's
diet
okay.
as you
That's
guys.
okay.
Yeah.
We got
All
a
right.
dragon. It's okay. It's fine.
Cool.
You got a dragon on your side.
I hope.
Let's see. And the suggestions is a saving throw per round.
No, just the once. Unless someone hurts it. That is like one of the people I've marked as allies to it have hurt it. Let's check.
That's right. The suggestion lasts like 8 hours or something.
8 hours, or until I lose concentration. So there's a strategy there to hurt me
Yeah.
for the magically inclined.
All right. Let's see. All right. It's Vokath went. Hey, Falkir. Oh, Vince. Hey, man. He was my DM last night. He's fantastic.
Hey.
So you roll by. Yep. Okay. It's Berserker's turn. This guy was already up here. Let's see. You know, they're all gonna meet. Berserkers are all.
What is happening with the hats?
Someone redeemed
It's up to you.
thing, and I don't have any hats.
All right. 3 berserkers are gonna attack Vokath.
Come at me.
Berserkers 17 was the highest for one, and 17 and 16 are the 2 highest there.
Okay, my armor class is 16, so
All right, so 2.
17s and 16s hit me.
All right.
What are they hitting me with?
Great axes.
Are they
Slashing
magical?
damage.
Not magical.
Oh, that's right.
great
You have the
axes.
stone skin.
6 slashing from one, 6 slashing from the other. So total
Okay,
of
and
12 slashing.
I cut those in half because of my stone skin.
Okay,
And
so
I
6
have
slashing.
not used my reaction this time, so I'm going to burn a stone's endurance as well on one of them.
Okay.
So the first hit hits me and does nothing, and the second hit hits me for 3.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. I have taken that damage, and I'm going to make my concentration check for stone skin, and I make that at advantage because I have the feat Warcaster.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nice. You're ready.
I rolled a nat 20, so my stone skin stays up.
Nice, dude. So Torn, 2 attacks on you. One was a 10, the other one was a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay. And that is 15 slashing. Yeah. You are not raged yet. Are you raged?
I am not raged.
Okay.
About to be.
All right. Okay, so that's all the berserkers. And this is what I'm gonna do. The white dragon, being not as smart as everybody, it's going to shoot its cone down. I need a dex save from Vokath and Torn, but it's going to hit the collective of all the berserkers as well.
Is it Dex or Con?
This is.
Because it's cold. I think it's Con, or at least that's what you made me roll last time. I'm just.
Did I not? Did I say Dex? Con.
No.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a better Con save than Dex. That's why I'm voting for this.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, I rolled an at one. It doesn't make it bad.
Wait. I have an inspiration that I can give to you because of the storytelling at the beginning of the game.
That is true.
Would you like it?
Yeah. I don't want to take that from you, and I'm not in bad shape right now. So
No,
and
I have my whole
cold
character
resistance.
has a lot of layers of protection so that I can focus on my teammates. So I mean, if you need it, it's there.
Okay.
Just wait till he says like 68 damage, and you're like, I need it.
It's 28 or 14. So 28 cold.
Okay, so I take the 28, but I have cold resistance, so it's 14.
Okay.
We Goliath like the cold. Bring your frost down upon me.
That's right.
Feel the foe hammer.
I too have the cold resistance. The Ugg boots of the Winterlands are great things.
I do not have the code resistance.
The one that was facing off from you, Vocat, that you've hit a couple of times, looks like straight up on death's door.
Good.
And yep, so that wormling seems to be the adult, or the white dragon wormling seems to be just sitting there, gonna be blasting as it recharges and shoots into this one spot. Let's see. That brings up Torn.
Saving throw, correct?
Did you not do your saving throw?
I did. I'm saying, are you asking for the numbers?
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
6 plus 7.
13.
Yep, you passed. You take 14 cold damage.
Right.
And then it's your turn, buddy.
Oh, okay. I rage out. Screw it. Rage
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And rage it. And I attack the first one I see. Who's closest? The berserker, almost dead, right?
There's one in front of you that you've been hitting that looks like he's in pretty rough shape, and there's one in front of Vocat that looks in rough shape.
I swing on old boy.
Okay.
It's plus 6 to 6. That's 12. And
That actually misses.
that misses. So I swing hard and miss. I want to try to hit him again though.
Okay.
That is 20.
That hits.
Right. So
Was that a natural 20?
no, it was not. It was
Okay.
14 plus 6.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll this D12. And it's
Yep, and it adds 3. Yep.
Oh, well, he's raging, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm
now
raging,
plus
so-
5.
No, I think it's plus 2. Just a second.
Well, total plus
Yeah,
5.
It's
total
plus 2
plus
on
5.
top of that. Yeah.
Okay, so 8. So what is that? 13?
Okay.
13.
Math sucks.
Now we're talking.
He seems just as beat up as the guy right next to him.
Can I kick him over?
Nope. Yeah, he's pretty strong too. I mean, it's berserker on
This is
berserker right
Sparta.
now. This is your fight. That brings up Blandina. You're floating 20 feet up. You're looking down. This wormling seems to be. You're not tracking, but it shoots its cold breath straight down every. Oh no, he said, "Hey, the wormling's on our side." So, yep.
If the wormling is on our side, I'm focusing on the shaman and cast a ray of frost at her. 25 to hit.
That hits. Yes.
That's right. Nice. 15 cold damage.
Okay.
and her movement is reduced by 10. And I don't know if she could cast anything directly at me, but I'm going to hide behind one of those. I'm just going to move over and hide behind one of those walls. Like, to the... Yeah, I'm going to kind of move back outside of the hallway in front of one of those walls. Does that make sense?
One of the walls. You're getting behind. Oh, yeah, you're moving back.
Yeah. Just
into the T. You're outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. You're out there.
You're still flying, right?
yes.
Yep. The chieftain goes reckless with its 2 attacks on Vokath. One being a 23 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
The other being, oh, nope, that one misses. The one's a 23 to hit.
Stone Skin MVP, by the way. Holy shit.
9 slashing.
Okay.
And this should be the start of the round, so you can start reducing these if you wish, right? So this is a new round. That's 9 slashing. The shaman will do another cast. So you went back. It will do a... I don't want to do that. A cordon of arrows as it plants 4 pieces of non-magical ammunition, into the ground, and launches them. Let's see, what is the save on this one? It's a dex save on, we'll say, Torn. Yep, make a dex save, sir. What is your...
You will have advantage because of your barbarian feature, I believe, as well. It's called
Primal.
roll again?
Danger Sense.
Yeah, danger sense. Yeah.
What did you say, sir?
You roll again, so you have advantage.
10.
Okay. I mean, it's not that serious of a spell, but I just have never done it before. So that'll be 7 piercing damage. Ooh, ow, as like...
While raging, I get an advantage against that too, though, don't I?
Half of it. Yeah, you get half damage, right?
Yep.
Because of rage.
Yep, so you'll take 3 piercing damage.
So he's just poking your boy up.
Hey, the shaman did something. If I can do something as a spellcaster whatsoever in this game, I'm super happy. So
My man.
you got slightly poked by a cordon of arrows, and I think I may have read that wrong, but I don't care. And that brings up Savathor, then Vokath.
Okay, I will kind of speak in Draconic and say, the ones with sharpened teeth, the ones who smell of these mountains and death, please get them. Trying to like steer it from blasting our teammates with its AoE. But I figure dragons are going to do what they're going to do.
They're gonna do.
Especially a young one, So it's a cheeky little brat. These young whippersnapping dragons. All right.
I gotta move Harshnag from this fight so you guys can see what's going on.
You can turn him sideways. He's like inching in.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's not helping.
He's turned to the side, so
He's
you
not-
can't see me. You can't see me.
I'm at this.
He's soaked up a lot of that cordon of arrows. You just don't know. He put his hand out and took
Oh,
some.
that's epic. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that flavor. Okay, so let's see. Concentrating. That's.
Hey, Brungal, thank you for the DM screen.
These guys are tough. These guys are insanely tough. I will ask Harshnag to get a little closer if he wants, if he's comfortable with it.
How far do you want him to go? All the way up?
I would like him to go as close as we can to the team without stepping on anyone, if that's okay. Because I have a trick I'd like to use on these barbarians.
All right.
A card trick, you might say.
He's up there.
Bro, that setup
All right.
is so dope.
Thank you.
God, dude.
It's perfect.
You know what's so
all right,
dope? Your art.
Oh,
There.
man, I appreciate it.
Let's see. All right, I am casting Spray of Cards as I pull out a deck of cards and slice it at the mass of enemies. From Harshnag's position, I can hit a 15-foot cone. So, because it's cone-shaped and I'm aiming downwards, I'm confident I can hit almost all the collective bunch. Yeah. And I'm casting this at...
Who are you, Remy LeBeau?
I mean, I was Magneto. Now I'm Remy. Yeah, I'm going with all the different vibes here. Let's see. Second level spell slot. Okay. Second level spell deals 2d10 force. They make a dex save for 15 for half. And if they fail, they are blinded for 1 round. So dex save 15 for half. And avoiding the blinding.
All right. We'll say 4 of the berserkers are blinded. Now, how much damage they take?
13 force for the ones who failed, and then half that.
2 berserkers are dead that you guys were fighting. They fall over dead.
Cards in the neck.
We'll say that's 21. And he'll take.
Where'd you get those cards from? I didn't know you had cards.
It's not about the cards. It's about playing a bad hand well.
The shaman falls over dead as well.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. I didn't expect that, to be honest.
How much damage
This
did
is
it
very
do?
confusing. 13, and a bunch of people died. I thought this guy's been going toe-to-toe with, like, the king of the north, apparently.
I mean, I hit her for 15, so god dang.
Well, hold on. The shaman went down, and the 2 that we had beat on went down. That's it, right? Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I was like, fresh ones? Shit.
No.
Okay,
no.
good. All right. And
anything else you'd like to do, sir? And then Vocath, you're on deck.
Action, bonus action. At this height, how close am I to the ledge?
He's pretty tall. You could probably jump if you wanted to jump with your.
I'm like, I'm bad at jumping. At the very least, I like to have a sight line on it, just so I can see if
you'd
it
have
goes
to take
somewhere.
an action to jump over there. But
I'm gonna stay on Harshnag, stick to using him as cover.
You could go the next round and say extend your arm, and he can put his arm up, and you can walk
make
up.
a bridge. Okay,
Yeah.
no, okay, sounds good. That is my turn.
Vocath, go.
Okay, so did I hear you say that the chieftain attacked me recklessly?
He did.
And then,
so if I attack him, I have advantage.
That's true.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So I got a 17 to hit him.
That hits.
And I do 10 points of damage.
Right.
And I'm not going to waste that opportunity. I'm going to use my War Priest ability again to take a second attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
Nice.
And I got 26 to hit.
That hits.
Sorry, my dog's going crazy upstairs.
That's okay.
Another 10 damage.
That's okay. Yeah. 34. All right. Yeah, this is not a studio. It's just people playing. People have dogs and kids and these things. You know what I mean? Like you can drop your hammer of warning and we'll put it right back in your hand. If it drops digitally. If you drop it in game, you know.
In real life.
Yeah.
And that's it for me, my man.
Okay.
Nice
as
job.
the chieftain goes berserk, so do two of the berserkers in front of you as they go recklessly to attack Vokath. Highest on that one was a 15. And then
My armor class is 16, so that keeps me safe.
miss with advantage. Love my dice. I'm gonna have
I
to
love
get rid
them
of this.
too.
I'm gonna have to get rid of this serpent die that Charm gave me because it's thing.
What's the one I gave you? I promise.
Pretty
I
sure.
promise.
Yeah.
I didn't give it to you because it rolls poorly. If that's what
Yeah.
you're thinking.
No, we cleansed it in Gygax's house, so this thing.
Yeah.
And then two more are gonna attack. One, two. The other three, because two are dead. One, two.
Bring it all on.
That's
Make me bleed.
the other two are going to attack. Torn recklessly. Fucking 2-2s.
2-2s. 2-2s. They're wearing 2-2s.
23 to hit. That's going to be 6 slashing, which you're raging, so 3 slashing. Torn. They're working on you. The wormling, unfortunately, is not so bright. It's going to try to do its recharge. Well, it does. And I need a con save from Torn and Vokath, please. That's a
What
fail.
save?
I
Con
failed. I
save?
got a 5.
Torn, a con save, Constitution save.
10.
10. Did you roll advantage? You get advantage of this, right?
Yeah, he does. Oh no, it's dex saves. It's dex saves.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
only against
Yep, so you got hit.
No.
You both fail. It's 19 cold damage.
This dragon is
All
pretty
of
dang
the-
lucky
all
with
of
the
the
recharges.
I'm burning my reaction to Stone's Endurance. That
The berserkers are looking rough. Ooh, the chieftain took a hit too. Can you roll for him?
sorry, you said the breath weapon did 19?
Yes.
19. Okay, so halved would be 9 and then 5 off, so I take 4. Okay.
Okay.
Nice. Wow.
So this wormling's up there just crushing you guys still. And that brings up Torn. Blandino, you're on deck.
So since I'm raging, is it okay to cast Celestial Revelation?
Is that a
Or should
spell
I,
or
It says
an
cast,
ability?
but it's not a spell. It's ability.
It's a racial, it's a racial
but I would
ability.
think that I would have to be in my right mind to do it, right? I should have did it first.
No, it's an
No.
ability. It's an ability.
No, not 5. Yeah. Yep.
All right, so that's gonna add a extra 3 radiant damage on whatever I hit with this axe.
Sweet.
So I'm
Ooh.
gonna smash somebody in the face.
Sapphir's putting his hair up. This is not
And
good.
That's
Yeah.
16.
That hits.
Business time.
That hits, sir.
And rolling the D12. That's a 9 plus the rage and the radiant that it comes out to what, 5 extra 5, so 9 plus 5. Where am I wrong?
Yeah.
You kill one
No,
berserker.
you're right. You're absolutely right.
With
14
the
damage.
radiant damage peels through him, splits his neck open like Rob Roy. You know what I mean? In a fight, and then one of them falls dead. Make your next attack.
That's the best part. That's beautiful. Can I hit another one? Is there one nearby?
Yes, you can.
They coming after me, so I got to come after them. That's a 22, and
That hits.
Nice roll.
D12. It's a 1, which is 4.
Plus 5 again.
4 plus 5, so it's 9.
All right.
Yeah.
9 total.
9 total
Yep.
damage on the next one,
Okay. He's still kicking, but he's looking in really rough shape.
and I can't.
None
kick
of these
him
guys
over.
are blind. Right.
They are blind. So that would have raised it to normal damage. That's right. Don't worry. I'll add that. That guy, I owe you. That dude dies of a heart attack from that hit, and falls over dead. He has a. There we go. Are we even? Okay.
I want to use a move action to stomp on his head.
Okay. Sweet. That brings up Blandina.
How many of these dudes are left?
Yes. There seems to be two berserkers, one chief, and a wormling that is really good breath weapon. You don't want this wormling to become an adult, I'm just saying, or a young white dragon. Seems to be very venerable.
It's doing great things for us right now. So I'm going to hit the chieftain with a ray of frost.
Nice.
That is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And he takes 14 cold.
Okay.
And his movement's down to 10.
Okay, he looks bloodied.
And then that's it.
Fine. Okay. All right. So that chieftain will continue to attack recklessly on Vokath. As he rolls a 2 and a 3. Hating it.
So reckless.
And that brings up Sabathor and Vokath on deck. As you guys are fighting in this hallway, just axes slashing, blood flying everywhere, and just it feels like there's no stop. Torm and Vokath, these dudes are coming at you with the same energy that you would come at them. And as this kind of happens as well, Harshnag reaches up near where the silver dragon is, or silver dragon, the white dragon, to put Sabathor up on the wall. Matter of fact, he just grabs you and puts you up there.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. Thank you, big man. All right. Time to figure out what to do with this dragon. Let's see. Let's see. My last command was fight alongside us and against them. So technically for the next 8 hours, we're okay there. I don't need to change anything. It just needs to be better at it.
Thank you, Brungal, for the donation. That's awesome. $25. That puts us
thank you.
Puts us over 605 raised so far. That's huge.
It's incredible. I guess I'll just can I is there a very weak one who's close to death in terms of the berserkers?
All of them, actually.
All right.
They all look rough. There's two right below you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one that's been hit in Vokath, and let's see. I'm gonna do Vicious Mockery. He needs to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Or take 2d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on his next attack, I believe.
You rolled a 10.
I will tell him, would it upset you if I called you a moron, or should we just keep it as a silent understanding since the day you were born?
Oof. Jeez. Ow.
And he takes 6 psychic, and he has disadvantage on his, I think it's the next attack. I'll double check though.
Yeah, he has disadvantage with the Valkyries that are going to try to take him away as he.
The Valkyries go, nah, we're good. We'll just leave you. You can take an Uber, carpool.
Is that it?
And I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to. My next sentence here depends on if this dragon definitely appears to be, on par with the plan that once these guys are dead, it's still going to help us.
So its last master was a berserker who probably didn't have a lot of really good enticing to make it its slave. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And you
like that, yeah.
throwing this level of suggestion at it, probably more convincing than the previous one.
Right. fair. If it's like, hey, these guys have abused you, you want to kill them, I would jump at that. I'd be like, yeah, I don't need you to roll. I'm gonna just reach out with a gentle hand and just gently show compassion here and say, I know I've used magic to compel your strength to our aid, but we can't have something as powerful and as majestic as you wielded in such crude hands. You will have your freedom beyond this, I promise, if you can understand. And that's just, I'm not trying to make it do anything, I'm just role-playing that moment.
Yep. Understood.
All right. That's it.
All right. Vokath.
Okay, I'm going after that leader
Okay.
with advantage because he's reckless, right?
Yep.
21 to hit.
That hits.
12 damage.
Okay. All right. Looking pretty
Um,
rough, but he's still kind of kicking.
Okay. I'm just checking something here. No, I don't think I have another one to use. No, I can't use I'm out of War Priest to attack him again stuff. So I will bonus action and cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay. There's one blind berserker in front of you, kind of getting ready to swing wildly at you. As you do this, he rolls a 13.
13 does not hit me.
Okay. That brings up Torn. There's one berserker and a chief down. The chief is directly in front of, so if you're here and Vokath's here, there's a chieftain right in front of Vokath. And then on the opposite side of Vokath is a blind berserker trying to swing wildly.
All right, I'm not really worried about him. I want that sheet though.
Yep.
So I swing that great axe,
Okay.
and it's miss. It's definitely enough.
Are you advantage? You should have did it already roll advantage because you're raging? Right?
Yeah, well, it's 16. You said it's 16. It still wouldn't hit though.
16 hits.
No, it wasn't 16.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna roll again.
Hold on. I'm going to, as my reaction, burn my War Priest ability, and I'm going to up his attack by 10.
Whoa.
So both of his attacks hit. So roll 2 sets of damage.
Dude.
As I channel Tempest.
11.
6.
The full hammer guides you.
17. 11 and 17.
Okay. How do you want to do this for the chieftain?
Oh man, I like your descriptions.
Okay. Yep. Like Conan, you come across, you hit once, and you think he's got some shock left in him as he's going to get ready to hit Vokath again, and you just cleave that head straight off in the next swing. And his berserk rage that he would have died anyways. You know what I mean? Like, you just cut that off at the stem. His arms stiffen out and he falls to the ground. Harshnag grabs the other berserker that's next to you, takes his face and smashes it against the wall. He slides down and then he points up at this wormling. And that brings the wormling just kind of sits there because it's let's see, that was your turn. The wormling flies straight out, passes Blandina, and flies straight out the door.
All right.
There's a torch laying on the ground in front of large doors as Harshnag wipes his hands of teeth, peanut butter, and brains on his hands and just like starts to like walk forward to the gates. Above you are a 20-foot ledge where Savathor is sitting. Harshnag just moves forward and walk straight to the door. What does anybody else want to do? I'll start with Blandina.
From my perch on high, it's like, good job, everyone. We've survived another day.
You see left and right over Savathor's shoulder 3 alcoves that go into the wall, and 3 alcoves to the right that go into the wall 20 feet up. They look about giant size. You and knowing giants, they probably use this as a chuck rocks down on folks. But that's your passive perception, okay, of this area. And Savathor, what would you like to do?
I'd like to call out to the dragon and just say, "What is your name?" So I may.
Fuck you.
I know your
And
legacy.
it just flies off. It's a white dragon, man. They're like total assholes.
Nice to meet you. Fuck you.
We're also scaled. We're scaled. Dang it. Right, yeah.
You. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oh man. All right.
Told you should have left them scales on your face.
You know what? This guy is kind of pressing me. I might cast like dominate. Just, no. Don't go back to that side of you. Don't go back to that side of you. All right. I will just then say, hey, there's some big holes here. We don't need to use the door. Kind of a backdoor situation. What do you guys say? And I'll respond also to Blandina's comment of that we survived the day and being like, it's not even 1 hour past us waking up. The day is so far from being over.
Did anyone else get wounded other than myself and Torn?
Nope.
Nah, we're the tanks, buddy.
Okay, well,
I'll heal the hell out of you though.
I'm gonna cast a prayer of healing after the combat has ended here.
Okay.
So Torm and I, 9 hit points to Torn and I.
I've been so
Much
used to taking a lot of damage as a wizard.
Oh, dude, so much damage. we took so much damage up until these guys showed up.
Yeah, it's like I'm doing everything I possibly can to get away from the damage.
Yeah.
It's actually weird. It says I have healing hands.
Yeah, as an Azamar, you do.
You don't just tear things apart; you knit them back together with your magic.
How's Bowcat looking?
If I had to put a number to it, I'd be like 40 out of 52.
Oh shit, you're fine, bro.
I'm fine now.
Yeah.
We're good.
I'm gonna heal myself, man.
That's
I
funny.
cast healing hands. Is that cool, Tim?
How
What's
much
that?
does your healing hands heal?
It's 3d4.
Brungal, we'll sort it out. We'll try to fix the merch store thingy. Sorry, looks like there were some issues with the page, but we'll sort it out and try to fix it in Discord. But thanks for checking out the merch store. So you guys are healing each other up? Yeah, definitely take the time in this, because this will probably take 3 or 4 sessions, maybe this whole map, as I tear it down, put it back up, tear it down, put it back up every week. So if the Eye of the Allfather doesn't look exactly like this next time, sorry. Everybody go around and do some heals.
Yeah, we're done.
The Allfather's a franchise.
Yeah. Let's see. Since Savathor, you mentioned that there is possible entrances up there, as Harshnag goes up to the front of the door, the front entrance, and just
Well, all right.
and the doors like open up.
I'm going
into
to
the
follow
Eye of the
him.
Allfather, and you hear a whistle kind of go into this place, as we'll go into Christicam.
You do not have Christicam showing.
Give me a second.
I just went to sleep mode.
All this fancy cam work, I'm impressed.
Let me know when we're in.
You're in.
All right. There you guys go. You have you guys are outside. Let me know when the first hapless soul decides to poke their head in there. But Harshnag, you could see he stands erect he stands straight up, he stands very tall, sticks his chest out,
No, it was the first one. You had it right.
and grabs his axes, and he's just like crosses them and takes a knee at something that's ahead.
I'm gonna walk up and take a look.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. I want to see this.
Thick frost clings to every surface of this 100-foot high vaulted chamber. 7 enormous statues dominate the room. The largest of them is 80-foot tall, robed giant. His arms outstretched and his face hidden beneath a stony cowl, facing a glowing archway in the east wall. Kneeling in rows to each side of this statue are 6 statues half of its size, each impressive in its own right, and depicting a paragon of a type of hill giant. Hill, stone, frost, fire, cloud, and storm. These smaller statues face the bigger one in the room's center. In their outstretched arms, 5 of the giants hold weapons, gifts for their Allfather. Only the frost giant statue is unarmed. The archway before you is 40 feet wide and 40 feet tall. 6 different runes are carved into it, each one inlaid with mithril, and a glowing mist fills the arch. Niches in the wall on either side of it contain empty, ice-covered sconces made of iron.
It's beautiful.
You are. No, you!
I'm gonna whisper to Harshnag. Why does the frost giant not have a weapon?
It appears. It appears Thrym offering is missing. So your left and right, you see 2 frozen double doors, thick with ice. Right, so you walk in, bunch of statues straight across the hall. You know what I mean? There is portal, right and left, frozen double doors, thick with ice, frost all over in this place. That's your passive perception.
I'm still on a ledge. Can I go in and see if the ledge connects to this main room that they're
If you
in?
walk in there, you can see with the flickering of light 2 very solid portcullises on the inside of the hallway. They move towards it. 2 thick iron portcullises shut down.
Okay. Can I enter through this ledge and join up with the same? So it's
the portcullis are in your path.
Can I Misty Step
Through the portcullis? Yes.
Yes, I will do that.
Fancy.
Can I use stealth to go like kind of slightly behind him?
Let me get you guys in there. Lightning, are you in?
Yes. And I'll be on the ground at this point.
All right.
I hope the owlbear doesn't eat your pig.
You see your characters in the map, by the way.
We come back, he's gone.
Yeah, it's just the leashes. That's it.
So there's your characters. So you Misty Step through the portcullis.
That is gorgeous.
And yes, you can enter the hall.
So I'm like on a A balcony.
You are on a
then?
balcony. The map is very weirdly built, but yes, you are on a balcony looking down at them.
Okay.
Chairs.
Is there anything of value, of note, of ancient, artistic, or warfare relevance here that they normally wouldn't be able to see that might be a hint towards a clue or a hint towards like the missing piece, things of that nature? I'm trying to do the Indiana Jones thing, where I get on a higher position and see something that isn't obvious, like a piece of the groundwork that spells out.
Yeah, man. Do a perception with advantage.
Okay, cool. Yay. Oh, God. That's always sad when you get advantage and roll low. Are you guys cool with me using that reroll here, just in case we pick up a really important clue?
Do it.
You go for it.
Yeah, since I feel like combat is, if you were feeling okay, I guess we're feeling safe. That's much better. Okay. Let's see what my total is. 21 total.
Okay. You're searching in the pit of snakes, with, in Indiana Jones style, and you notice that there are irregularities. You can look over, see at 20 feet above another opening where the other portcullis probably went. Below that, you see what looks to be like potentially a secret door on either side, uniformed to the walls on this side of the wall, kind of facing out of the temple. Does that make sense?
Right. It makes sense of where they are. I'm just trying to see what their purpose would be if I'm just missing that.
Is there something to burn in the sconces?
No.
I will tell you guys, I'll announce. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm just thinking it looks very cold and frozen in this room. I just thought maybe lighting the sconces would maybe rectify that. But if there's nothing there to burn, I guess not.
I'll tell you guys about the secret doors that I can see from my position, and I will ask Blandina.
Do a perception check on the sconces, since you asked about the sconces.
Hey, Boongo.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
The sconces don't look like they've ever really had.
And for the second time, I've rolled a nat 1 tonight.
Yeah. They look iron.
Okay, fair enough.
Blandina, do you have perhaps a fire magic that can melt the ice that blocks perhaps what we can see?
You're talking about
I know you're
girl.
an ice mage. I know. I just had hoped you'd have diversified your portfolio by now.
Well, if you remember that lovely family that we met, I had diversified.
I guess my only question is, if you're such a powerful ice mage, how come ice is stopping you now?
Well, I mean, does ice set a sconce on a light? I could ray of frost it, see what happens.
I mean, the ice that seems to be blocking perhaps pathways to these secret doors. Maybe our strong men here, Torn. Perhaps you can wield axe to ice. Unless you are tired, I understand.
Tired? What is that?
What's tired?
Tired. Not that close, because it's. Yeah, I walk up to it and I strike it.
Strike what?
The ice.
Okay. You
roll for it.
Strength, chip away ice. You get the sense that if you spent a good amount of time, you could chip the ice away. Are you willing to devote About an hour's worth of time.
Is it? Does the ice seem like it is
this-
actually where
this
I think it
hours
is?
start to matter? Maybe.
That was my question. Is this where that starts to?
You get the sense that
Right.
it would take about, the amount of time, longer spells, and you know what I mean, things like that. But
Right.
it'll take you an hour.
Okay, so I might be mistaking the idea that where the ice is our pathways be like to where we might need to explore. That's my thinking.
You see with your perception that there's ice kind of on the walls everywhere, but you know that there are doors behind that part, right? It's not just
That
a
part of
new
ice.
door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's just
Got it.
everything's full.
Okay, so I feel like we have to determine how valuable door 1, door 2, or the portal are to us. And Harshnag will kind of be our guide on what he may know that we're missing.
Yeah,
But I will.
The portal has like a shimmering mist
There's like
in it.
so there's a portal and a lot of stuff in this chamber. Maybe I don't have such a spell, but maybe Bladina can sense where the magic strong points in the chamber are.
I can. Do I have detect magic right now? I have to spell.
He's built for combat, not built for role play.
Let me check. I might have
Well,
something.
I had a spell book taken away from me that had all these spells in it. So I'm playing off of a limited set of spells. No, I could only attempt to, if there is magic on these doors, if it's a magical type of ice, I could dispel magic. If you would like me to try that, I could certainly do that.
Where's our owlbear, man?
What's that?
Where's our?
Where's
Sir
the
Timothy.
owlbear?
Yeah, where's our owlbear?
They can come in. Yeah, they're in there. They can come in with you guys.
Why don't we ask the owlbear to? I approached the owlbear and asked, could the owlbear help us with the ice?
I mean, yeah, we have Harshnag as well. Like that would take no time, I imagine.
Why is he
Right.
not helping?
Well,
He's still kneeling.
so
Harshnag grabs his axe.
Harshnag, what do you know of the portal?
Very cool. It's still going to take an hour.
Oh wow. Okay.
Harshnag, what do you know of the portal? What is the significance of the portal specifically?
Ancient ruins. As he walks up. No. East. This is a great and powerful rune to my people. That rune is ice.
Wait a minute.
So
Are
each
there
one,
runes on the I'm gonna start checking the statues for runes to see
Yeah.
if they line up with statues on the. There's I think you said 6 runes. There's 6 statues. Well, there's 7 statues, but I'm not gonna count the big guy in the middle. So Vokath isn't very smart, but he's pretty wise. So I feel like he is trying to piece together if there's a connection with the statues and the 6 statues, 6 runes.
Yeah.
each one represents one of the giant tribes.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Know what the rune means, but each statue has a rune on it. As you spend some time walking around, you see a corresponding rune.
Do they? So they match.
They match.
And then my next question is the rune that Harshnag identified, is that on the frost giant statue?
Yes.
Okay. Logistically, it would take Harshnag and all of us an hour to break the ice. Alternatively, scatter.
If we are here
How
to
long?
find the Allfather,
Did you say shatter?
I
Yeah, alternatively, shatter
which is a spell dedicated to busting up inanimate objects.
I will allow Shatter to work.
Shatter to work.
You want to cast Shatter?
I will ask the party to. Just in case, I always like to speak to the idea that if we have a time shortage and I have the spell slot, I can open this door or either door at the by expending great magic, like a lot of my magic to get us through both of these doors.
I don't know that there's a okay.
We may not.
Perhaps before I feel the portal is far more important than these side chambers that these doors may lead to. We should maybe not waste resources on the.
I feel like I see the reasoning. I do not know if we'll ever get a chance to return here, and I also consider that the reason these things have been very obviously magically sealed or uniquely frozen is to keep something from being accessed. I suspect something here is missing. I don't know if it's through the portal or through these doors, but I hate to seek it out through the portal without checking from behind these doors. I can at least break one door down with one shatter, and we can do new information there if we want.
As you do that, I'm going to. I want to go up to the frost giant rune statue, and at least put my hand on it to see.
On the statue?
Yes.
Okay. On the statue.
Yes.
Because I can cast Augury to maybe give us a hint here.
Nice. Damn, you have like every super useful spell there is. That's awesome.
The few times I get to play D&D, I'm almost always a cleric. Almost always. And I don't go anywhere without Augury.
Are you casting Augury? And how long does it take to cast?
Well, I'm gonna ritually cast it so I don't lose a slot. So I get some old knuckle bones and toe bones out of my bag, and I shake them.
Yep,
and then
takes 1 minute.
Spill them out on the floor. And then the question I'm going to ask is,
There you go. So
will we find what we're looking for through the portal?
As you look into this thing, you hear the words "wheel."
Okay, so we definitely want to go through the portal, I feel. Tempus guides me through the portal. But I look around at the runes and I'm like, they're not glowing the mithril runes or anything, right? I feel like this could be.
Can I cast frostbite cast frostbite on the frost rune and see if it does anything? It's just a touch spell. See if
on the portal.
No, not on the portal. On the statue with the frost rune.
How much damage does that do? Roll for damage.
It's a con save on it.
It fails.
Then
it fails.
12.
It wants to fail.
Okay. It looks damaged. With frost. Like you did some frost damage to it.
I'll look back at Harshnag. It's not trying to deal damage necessarily, but is that... Are we desecrating something here that...
I would not, he says.
Harshnag, what would you do? You have something of importance here beyond the cultural norm that any of us can even fathom. This is the greatest giant made thing in the history of your people. What could you determine is what you want to experience or explore? Is it that portal, or is it something else that's important?
The portal seems very important to me. He looks around and he's just like, but I am just humble adventurer like yourself. I've heard of the All Father, but I don't know. If its secrets were well known, then, we'd all be here asking questions beyond this portal. I don't know where it leads.
Did you say that like the giants look like they're making offerings to the All Father?
Yes. I mean, yes.
Like gifts?
They're like doing this with their weapons, and one is missing.
So the weapons can be removed?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, so
You see massive bone great club, a massive stone boulder, a massive iron great sword from the fire giant, a mithril spear that's like 600 pounds, and like an adamantine trident from what looks like the storm giant. But yeah, they're just like laying in their hands as they genuflect.
Holy crap. Adamantine and mithril in that much amount?
Yeah.
That alone is like, there's the retirement fund. Holy crap.
So I'll give you guys a choice. Do you want to open a door? Want to mess with one of these weapons? What are you guys thinking?
I want to mess with a weapon.
600
open
pounds. We have to
door.
make a significant strength check.
What if we
And
just
if I have
pile all
help,
the weapons
okay.
by the All Father?
I asked vocab to help me with one of these weapons.
Yeah, absolutely. If we
Yeah,
can reach
you
them.
guys grab them. You pile them on there. Harshnag grabs one, sets one down as well, and nothing happens.
All of them are piled there, but
Yep.
maybe they're piled in front of the All Father statue like an offering,
Yep.
but we don't have a frost giant offering.
We have a frost giant.
Maybe one of your axes, Harshnag.
He puts an axe down there. Nothing happens.
Is it a specific weapon? Are these weapons in his lore? I asked Harshnag. Are these weapons in your lore, your history? Are these relevant to a tale, a tribute to the All Father, or could any?
Thrym would have a great axe.
Okay, and
It's
do
not
we
here.
think that
He's like looking around. He's like, it's not here, and he just starts pointing at the doors, and he's just like,
all right, I'm going to shatter one of the doors
right or left?
and say,
looking in, right or left?
right.
Okay. You shatter the
At
door.
third level, so
Yep. You crack open the doors and you see a great, looks like stone slabs of, looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 stone slabs, long 20, 30-foot slabs with these huge chairs. It looks like a feast hall. You can see them from the distance, and it looks like there's a giant brazier in the center of them. In the far corner, leaning against, you see it is like a very clean room. You see a large looking pole leaning against one of the tables, but you could see it in the distance, right? Like almost like a shadow,
like a handle of a great axe.
like a handle of a great axe.
Oh, okay. So you guys will have seen me cast the spell in front of the door, and you'll see shadows of giant serpents erupt from my feet, slither to the ice wall, get under and into the ice, like the creepiest, cryptid kind of thing that you could see in the ice, and it explodes to destroy the door. And I will point to the far end and think, I don't know what's in there, but I think I see a great axe handle. Who's with me to move in?
I'll follow.
Yeah, this is the best shot we've got so far.
Could be.
Yep. Let's get that axe.
Get that axe.
There's nothing in the room though, right? It's just
It's
It's a
feast
feasting hall, right?
Yep. Let me go over there.
Yeah, but imagine the mimic that would be this table. A giant feasting table mimic.
Now remember, my axe vibrates if we're in danger.
Is this
That's true.
Is this room lit, or do I? I've got light on my hammer, so even if it's dark in here.
It's the party room. Of course it's lit.
Yep. So you guys walk. Can you guys see me over here? Did it focus yet?
Yep, you're good.
All right. Yeah, you guys enter the feast hall. You guys see the great axe right about there.
Oh,
And
yes.
as you enter the room, you put this beautiful behold
What?
as you see a weird hole in the floor in an outcropping of the room, or maybe a stage, or where someone used to speak. You see a gigantic frozen worm looking creature with almost like cobra sides to it, as a massive remoraz rips out of the ground, as to be continued enters this, as spell slots have been cast and hours matter, and we will return in 2 weeks, I believe, on 4 or 7 August is when we come back.
It'd be 7.
7 August is when we'll return to the Eye of the All-Father. Man, well done, guys. You did good. Good chatter. And I think you're on to it a little bit. Try not to do any Reddit or anything like that. I'm trying to stick to Storm King's Thunder as much as possible. Some of you have already played, so if you have and memories come back, just dial it down to Harshnag.
I have no memory of a Remoraz, so I'm terrified.
Hey, I've got to go shoot some Castleton here. Let's see who we're gonna raid, and then I gotta, let's see. I'm not trying to force this. It was actually what was supposed to happen. Oh, Pow Pow's up. Epic Realms is up. Let's see. Folk and Myth. We met him at GaryCon.
Yeah.
If you got Folk and Myth up.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
we can go there.
Sweet. And yeah, because they're kind of Gazumba adjacent, which is good.
There we go.
Thanks for everybody for watching. Network, what is it? The Quickening? Wait. Yep. Network The Quickening. Look that up. Old World Charm, Old Men Rolling Dice, 988. Thank you so much for everybody that was charitable. We'll try to fix the merch store, Brungal, and we'll post it into the Discord. Who am I missing? What am I missing? 988. But thanks everybody for joining us. I'm going to rip this table down immediately. Go into with the rest of the party on Sunday is we're going to bring Epione back. She's going to redo the speech to you guys. She rips into a portal, a celestial portal, and a level 14 warlock gives some information on how to get to Deadstone Cleft. Thank you guys so much for playing. Take it away, Aaron.
We'll see you guys.
Thank you guys so much for playing.